Have you ever wondered how Culture Shock makes his euphoric dance floor bangers? Well, today I'm going to be recreating his sound from scratch. Welcome back to Inverse Audio, I'm 5X, and I've got another banger for you today. If you've enjoyed the video, then please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content, and leave a comment with what you want to see next. And without any further ado, let's get right in the video.
I gotta let you go.
Right, before we actually start the video, I do want to announce that we are going to be hosting a dub competition. We've called it Dub's Deathmatch, where you can get a chance to get your tracks heard on our channel. The way it's going to work is there's either going to be 16 or 32 contestants battling it out in a tournament style fashion, where you will get to submit one unreleased track for all of our team plus the owner of Pure Filth to judge. We're going to be doing this as a whole series on YouTube. The final details of how it's going to be laid out isn't exact yet, as you know, it's the first time we've done it. We're still planning it, but there are also prizes for the winners, and you can get your track heard by everyone on the channel. So if you do want more info, then join the Discord. The sign-ups are on there, so bear in mind the tracks that you submit now and is not the one that you're going to be putting forward to the competition. It's just to sort of judge everyone's level and see what interest we get. But yeah, head over to the Discord for that one. So we're in an empty project in FL Studio. I'm going to be trying to recreate Culture Shock's sound. How good it will be, I don't know. I'm doing a video from scratch again since you guys really seem to enjoy this format. So with his tracks, they're very atmospheric. He likes to use a lot of plucks and ambiances in the intro with a really strong, powerful vocal. Then the drop, you've got the classic Culture Shock bass with a few mid basses in there, as well as just a really iconic lead. So I think we're going to start tackling it with building a bed of sound. So then hopefully that can better help inform the lead melody and the chord progression structure and so on. So let's get right into it. If you're interested in high quality samples, I'm predominantly going to be using our latest sample pack. It's an extra 10% off if you use YouTube 10. So I think I'm going to start off by maybe picking an atmosphere just to build that bed of sound. I think this one's quite good. It's quite ominous and it's not too revealing. So it's, if that makes sense, it's good for the background. So I'm going to turn it down and then just remove the lows from it because we're going to be adding our own bass. So I'm going to be finding a pluck in Current. It's a really cool plugin. It's just a lot more advanced than like Serum, I guess. You can do a lot more with it. Anyway, because I've not got the most time, I'm going to be using presets mostly. I think this one will do. Although I'm going to lower the release on that. And then it's got this sample in it, so I'm just going to fade it in just to, you know, reduce that attack a bit. To use it more of like a ambient sort of thing. So we're going to be in F minor since that loop is, and are you making drum and bass if you're not using F minor? Yep, I quite like that. Sounds pretty good. Then I'm going to find a preset from this cool reverb I picked up the other day. It's called Motion Dimension, if you're interested. Then, because this is a bit like jumpy in some of the frequencies, I'm going to add in a few bands that are dynamic just to maybe like control them a bit. Yep, and then next thing I think is probably like a Reese. Right, I've just realised that I had my speakers on, so if you heard that in the first little bit, I do apologise. But I'm just going to add on some like attack and release. Maybe a low pass with a cutoff going a bit like this. A bit of portamento. And then magic happens when we apply effects. First, I'm using a flex chorus. Going to turn up the voices. And then just a little bit of distortion. And I think actually second oscillator with the fundamental removed, a bit more unison. And I'm actually going to map that LFO on off really slow rate. And then let's write a chord progression. Yeah, I think I'm not going to start on the F, because if we start on the 6, then to the 7, then to the 1st, it's a bit more of like an uplifting feeling. And that's what a lot of his tracks feel like and do, I guess. Sounds a bit more epic that way. And then maybe like a D sharp or something. Second time round, we'll add some notes in. Yeah, maybe something like this. Cool. Yeah, that sounds awesome. I think I'm just going to fill out the instrumental a little bit more, maybe add in a few more atmospheres or something. Right, I like this pad, so I'm going to add that. Yeah, definitely going for that. So there we go. That pad sounds pretty nice now. It's just in the background. I think maybe we could lay down some chords or something just to keep building that vibe. Gonna go with Opal from Universal Audio, I think. Alright, so this sounds pretty cool. So I've just copied over the bass notes and just gonna try and come up with something that sounds decent. Yeah, I think that sounds pretty good. And then I think it would be useful to bring in a vocal at this point. So if you're looking for high quality vocals that are not overused and decently priced, then head over to Vocalify. This is where I get all my vocals from now. And you can actually use code InverseAudio10 to get an extra 10% off your purchase. I'll leave the link for it down below. But after some searching, I think I'm going to go with this one. So yeah, they just sound very culture shocky, and they happen to be in F minor. So once you actually download these, you get quite a few options. You've got the dry version, which includes a few lead takes. You've got the wet stuff, obviously, with all of their reverbs and whatnot. And then you've got the unprocessed stuff. So I'm just applying my vocal preset to it. Right, main vocal in the center. This first harmony we're going to make slightly wide. Waste my time. And then this last one, we're going to double it. And then just a bit of reverb and delay. Waste my time hitting your same line. I basically have sends with like a big reverb, and then it's basically like sidechaining it, so when the vocal plays, the reverb ducks down so it doesn't get too muddy. Waste my time. Same thing with like a short reverb. I've just got to play a delay as well on a quarter note ping pong. All right, I guess let's hear it with the ambiences and bass we've got so far. Stand there with your cigarette, her hands are on your chest, and I see my future fold.
You say that this is on me, that you never had a part in making this so miserable. 'Cause I waste my time hitting your same line. You're gonna hit decline, I already know.
That already starting to sound like a hit, I can't lie. Right, now we're going to move on to the build-up / breakdown section. So we've got the intro and that sorted. I'm just going to copy over everything, I think. Maybe first I'm going to be writing a lead to use. A lead and a bass. I'm not sure which one I'm going to start with. Maybe let's just start with a bass. So it's going to be pretty similar to that Reese, I should think. Where we're going to have a bit more of an aggressive cut-off. But just a lot slower. And distort it a bit. Maybe just for a bit of fun, I'm gonna have the soul rounded wavetable. And then like a chorus to make it wide, maybe. I'm going to be adding a sub under this, so I think maybe some reverbed hats to start this off. Going every beat. So we'll get those turned down and put like a Valhalla room maybe this time. So I'm not sure where to place that bass right now. So what I'm actually going to do is just design a lead for now, and then we'll sort of move up that way. So probably a lot of unison. And then a cool distortion you can use for your leads is either the linear fold or the sine fold, but just turn the drive all the way down. Probably want to get rid of that low end. Right, and then I'm probably going to make a quick stack for this and probably make it like a lot more detuned, add on like another wavetable. Definitely add chorus to this, maybe like less distortion. And some white noise as well. And then we'll probably chuck in like a cool, maybe let's try swarm reverb. I'm actually going to double reverb. And then I'm going to try and attempt to write a Culture Shock melody, which is hard because his melodies are really good. That was okay. Probably will change it though. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. I think that's what we're going to go for. And then I'm slowly going to introduce that with an EQ. So I'm just going to automate the cutoff. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that for the sort of like midsection, but I think I don't want to make the build up just yet. I think I want to sort of try a bit of the drop. So yeah, we will do that now. I'm going to move these vocals back like a 16 bars because they just do not need to come in that early. And then that will sort of be like the pre-drop chant. And then the go is going to be the drop. So, start off with some dance floor drums. Snare. Maybe something like that. And then... that's just too heavy, that one. Maybe something a bit shorter like this. Use the white noise from that one. I'm going to stack them. So this is the second snare we're doing this on. Right, hi-hats. And then I'm just going to add one like sort of in between, but I'm going to chop it. So like the first one's quite short, like so. The third one going to be even shorter. The last one like medium size. Yeah, that way we're getting a bit of bounce in the drums as well. And then like a last hi-hat that I'm going to make quite short. This one I'm going to shift, make it even shorter and a bit quieter as well. And I'm going to go with some top loops. I don't have time to make the drums super crazy, so like this is just going to have to do. And now, so far, got the lead and the drums as well. So let's get started on the bass that we made earlier. Yeah, okay, this is definitely a culture shock tune. I was kind of worried I wasn't able to do it. So we can go up to D sharp. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this bass is actually like turn up the release on it a lot, more like this. And just make the release quite long. Cool, pretty happy with that. Next thing that I'm going to do is something that I've heard in quite a lot of his tracks. Is like almost a mid bass, but it's an octave higher and it plays like a weird pattern. If that makes sense. Try and do something like that. A bit longer actually. And then second oscillator, I want to go for something. Oh, I was about to say funky, but sure, ICANN has kick. Add a bit of chorus. Maybe like a quick little attack. Yep, sounds pretty good. And then I'm going to EQ out the lows and then kind of like weirdly buried in the background though, so I'm just going to make that snare a bit fatter, so adding some attack. And then clip it. I'm going to add in the same effects I had on that other bass. Yep, that sounded pretty cool. Maybe we'll get some of those like background plucks in there, I don't know yet. Yeah, and then probably the last thing missing is going to be a sub bass. And basically, unlike the main culture shock bass, we're going to have this like continue. It's not going to stop. So it's just going to follow the same notes. But that other one kind of like stops and starts. This one isn't going to do that. So now we're going to have to take out the lows. So Something's not quite right about this bass. Maybe because I just need that F to be hit. And then the vocals are going to come back in, I guess. So what I'm going to do is, if you look for the transition point, so in this case it'll be 65, and you're going to go to the 4th kick and the 4th snare. You remove everything before it. That's how you get that like sort of delayed kick and snare. Not sure if it has a name. Remove the sidechain as well, of course. Then also another thing I've heard him do is almost grab like a really, not harsh, but just like a super saw wave pad, and then just play it really quietly in the drop. So I'm just going to copy the same chords from what I had before in the intro, and then just paste them in. I think I'm going to sidechain them as well, maybe. Now we'll go here. Yeah, as soon as the vocals come in, actually, yeah. Raise them an octave. Maybe we'll do some voicings like this. Maybe bottom 2. So yeah, a lot of notes going on. And then turn up the unison. I've one like this. And then we're just going to lower them in volume a lot. And like a tiny, decent bit of reverb. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that drop. It definitely sounds like Culture Shock, although a B-Tech version. So I think I'm just going to do a little bit of the build-up, and then yeah, probably just wrap it up. Alright, so now that I have like those elements sorted, I can sort of choose what goes in the build-up. Definitely going to need a lot of effects. At Builder, for example. Yeah, something like this is perfect. And then another thing that he likes to do in like a majority of his tracks is have like a 16th note fill of a snare that just gradually gets louder throughout the whole thing. So it sounds like this. Oh, sorry, it's even faster than that. And then we're going to raise the volume of this one over time. A good tip for you is I would actually never automate the faders in the mixer themselves, because then if you want to change the volume, it's a bit of a ball ache. So that's why it's good to get another gain plugin and then just automate that. So then you can always change like the final volume. And then it's going to start off really quiet and then end up here. And then like grab an exhaust. Matter of fact, I'm going to put one in the drop as well, but I'm going to delay it. This one's a bit better actually. It's a bit meatier. This one would be good for like right here. And then want some that go up, some risers, a long one. I'm going to try grabbing this one. It sounds like a cow. Hold on, listen to it. But he does actually use things like this. They're just almost like very quiet. I'm just going to put a singular kick here as well. Going to end those atmospheres a bit early because they'll have reverb on them. Same with like this stuff. Add in some more like background elements from here. I think there just needs to be like 1 or 2 more elements in the build up, like little pads, sparkly bits.
Waste my time.
Yeah, that one sounds alright. There's some dissonant notes in there though. There we go. I figured it out. Just needed less notes.
My time hitting your same line. You're gonna hit decline. I already know.
But yeah, like back to the build-up bit. Gonna paste a few of these like effects around. But yeah, I think that is all the time I have left for today. So I'm going to work on it off camera a little bit, just cleaning it up and doing a bit of mixing. But then you can hear that at the end. I'm actually really happy with this track. Probably won't release it. I might do. I don't know. But I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. It's been a pleasure. If you're interested in one-to-one tuition or mixing and mastering or sample packs, go head over to the website for more info. Let me know who I should cover next, and let me know like what format do you prefer. Do you prefer these ones where I make it from scratch, or do you prefer the other videos, or a mix of both? But yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll play the track now. But that's all from me. Bye-bye.
Stand there with your cigarette, her hands on your chest, and I see my future fold. You say that this is all me, that you never had a part in.